If you're wondering which gaming headsets are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro. After a solid week of marathon sessions, these things feel like they were built for long hauls, with that insane hot swappable battery setup keeping me in the game non-stop, and the spatial audio nails footsteps and directional cues like nothing else in the list. Sound is detailed and punchy once you tweak the Sonar software, but man, the stock tuning can feel a bit bright, and the mic is solid for calls, yet not god tier. Clamping force is just right for most heads, though the earpads do get warm after hours. Would I buy it? Yes, because the feature-packed base station and wireless performance make the others feel half-baked for serious multi-platform grinding. HyperX Cloud 3. These wired beasts deliver that legendary cloud comfort right out of the gate with super soft memory foam and light clamping that lets you forget you're wearing them even after all-day sessions. Sound is clear for voices and footsteps, but it lacks real bass punch compared to the heavier hitters here, making explosions feel flat, and the closed stage isn't the widest. Mic quality is surprisingly crisp, and the build feels tank-like for the price. But without wireless, it's instantly outclassed by everything else on this list for modern setups. Would I buy it? No, because at this point it just feels like a solid budget nostalgia pick that the wireless options completely overshadow after actually living with them. Razer Black Shark V3 Pro. The low latency on this thing is stupid good for competitive shooters, and the battery lasts forever with solid ANC that actually blocks out distractions while the mic picks up your voice clean even in noisy rooms. Comfort starts strong with the classic Black Shark shape, but after a few hours the clamping gets annoying, and the sound can turn harsh in the highs without heavy EQ fiddling. Build quality feels premium, yet some reports of fit issues on bigger heads make it hit or miss compared to the more forgiving options. Would I buy it? Maybe, because it's killer for pure FPS sweat sessions, but the price feels steep when the Nova Pro does more without the occasional treble fatigue. Logitech G Pro X2 Lightspeed. Graphene drivers make the soundstage feel wide and natural, with buttery smooth imaging that lets footsteps pop without mud. And the comfort is straight up addictive for extended wear thanks to the lightweight build. Battery holds up great, and wireless is rock solid, but the mic comes across thin and disappointing for team chats, especially next to the clearer ones here. And the software, while decent, still feels bloated at times. Durability seems strong, but nothing revolutionary stands out after testing. Would I buy it? No, because while it sounds nice, the weak mic and overall package make it feel pointless next to the Nova Pro or Maxwell for the same cash. Audeze Maxwell. Planar magnetic drivers deliver ridiculous detail, bass, and immersion that blows the others away for both gaming and music, with imaging so precise you can pinpoint every enemy's step, and the battery life is basically infinite at 80+ hours. Comfort is decent once broken in, with great build, but damn, this thing is heavy as hell and starts fatiguing your neck after long sessions, while the boom mic is average at best. Wireless performance shines across multiple connections though. Would I buy it? Yes, because the pure audio quality makes every other headset here sound like toys after a week of use, even if the weight is a real annoyance. Astro A50X. After a week of swapping between consoles and PC without touching cables, this thing shines with its magnetic dock and seamless multi-device switching that actually works when your setup is in one spot. Sound hits hard with solid imaging for footsteps and explosions, while the mic stays clear even when you're yelling over bad teammates. Battery lasts around 24 hours, but those earpads get sweaty fast and feel cheaper than the price suggests. Plus, the whole base station setup is overkill if you don't need HDMI pass-through. Would I buy it? No, because the Logitech G522 does most of this cheaper without the bulky dock hassle. Logitech G522 Lightspeed. This one surprised me with how light it feels after long sessions, and the mic is broadcast level clear, which makes Discord calls actually pleasant for once. Sound is balanced with decent bass punch and low latency wireless that never drops even in chaotic matches, but the software feels bloated and EQ options are limited, so you tweak once and pray. Comfort is top tier for hours, but build screams mid-range plastic, and clamping force loosens up quicker than expected after a week.
Would I buy it? Yes, because it punches way above its price for everyday gaming without the premium tax nonsense.
Beyerdynamic MMX 300 Pro. Wired means zero latency, and these deliver studio-accurate imaging that lets you pinpoint enemies like a hawk, with tight bass and detailed highs that cut through the mix perfectly. Mic quality is crisp, and the build feels tank tough with replaceable parts. But man, that cable tugs annoyingly during rage spins, and the closed design gets hot after intense sessions without the wireless freedom. No software bloat is refreshing, though the price stings when rivals give you battery life for similar audio clarity. Would I buy it? Maybe if I was stuck at a desk forever, but the Astro makes it feel pointless for most setups. EPOS H6 Pro Closed. These closed backs block out the world with solid passive isolation, and the sound has warm mids that make voices pop while footsteps stay directional without mud. Mic flips up clean, and comfort is stupid good for long grinds, but the cable is annoyingly short, and volume dial feels fiddly when you're in the zone. Durability seems solid, yet it lacks the wireless punch or extra features that make modern headsets worth the hassle after a week of wired tethering. Would I buy it? No. The Beyerdynamic edges it on pure audio precision, and these just feel dated next to the wireless options here. Turtle Beach Stealth Pro. Dual batteries and ANC are neat for blocking out roommates, but the weight drags after a couple hours, and software glitches drove me nuts with random EQ resets. Bass rumbles heavy for cinematic stuff, but imaging feels mushy compared to the Beyerdynamic, and footsteps get lost in the boom, while the mic is solid but not standout. Build is premium, but at this price, the constant little annoyances like finicky controls make it rage-inducing after real use. Would I buy it? No, it feels overpriced and bloated when the G522 delivers cleaner performance without the headaches. Turtle Beach Atlas Air. Man, these things are stupid light, and the open-back design makes them feel like you're not even wearing headphones after a week of grinding sessions. Super breathable with that floating ear cup setup and memory foam that doesn't crush your skull. Soundstage is massive for footsteps and imaging and competitive stuff. Bass hits clean without mud, and the battery easily pushes 50+ hours with zero wireless dropouts on PC. Mic is solid for calls, but picks up some room noise. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's the Comfort King that actually delivers immersive audio without making your ears sweat like the closed backs. Sony InZone H9i. These feel premium as hell, with killer ANC that blocks out everything, and spatial audio that nails directional cues after tweaking the app a bit. Comfort is top tier for long sessions, lightweight with soft pads, and the mic is crystal clear even in noisy setups. But that 30-hour battery with ANC on drains faster than expected, especially if you mix Bluetooth. And at this price, it starts feeling annoying next to cheaper options that last twice as long without the bloat. Would I buy it? No, because it's overpriced for what it delivers, when the Atlas Air gives better everyday comfort and sound for way less hassle. SteelSeries Arctis Nova 5. Dual wireless with quick Bluetooth switch is legit handy for jumping between PC and phone, and those 60-hour battery claims hold up for marathon days. Sound is tunable as hell with a ton of game presets that make footsteps pop and bass punchy without overwhelming everything. Super light build that doesn't clamp hard, but the plastic feels cheap after a while, and it doesn't blow away the competition in raw audio quality or mic performance. Would I buy it? Maybe, because the features and battery are strong for the mid-range, but I'd probably skip it next to the Nova 1 if you don't need wireless. SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1. Wired simplicity at its finest, with that signature lightweight band that barely touches your head even after hours. Sound is surprisingly tuned for gaming, with clear imaging and decent bass that doesn't boom out of control. Mic comes through clean, and the build holds up better than you'd expect for budget. No battery worries, no latency nonsense, but the cable can annoy in tight setups, and it lacks the polish of the wireless brothers. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's honest value that doesn't pretend to be something fancy and just works without the software headaches. Corsair HS65 Surround. Memory foam pads and that aluminum frame make it comfy enough for all day, but the clamping force sneaks up on you after a few hours compared to lighter rivals. Surround sound gives decent directionality for footsteps, and the mic is surprisingly strong with good noise rejection. Bass gets thick, but overall audio is clear after some EQ fiddling. Wired means zero latency and solid durability, but the cable management sucks, and it feels dated next to the wireless crowd in this list. Would I buy it? No, because it's solid for budget wired, but pointless when the Nova 1 feels fresher and the Atlas Air crushes it on immersion without the hassle. JBL Quantum 910 Wireless. These things hit with massive bass that makes explosions feel like they slap you in the chest, while footsteps stay pretty clear for competitive play. And the active noise canceling actually blocks out my roommates yelling without killing the imaging too much. Comfort is solid for a few hours with the memory foam, but they get warm and the clamping force starts squeezing my head after a long session. Plus, the software feels bloated and the battery drains faster if you leave the lights on. Mic is crisp enough for calls, but picks up some background noise. Would I buy it? No, because the HyperX destroys it on battery life, and the Corsair feels way more refined for similar money. HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. After a week straight, these are stupid comfortable with almost zero clamping, and they weigh nothing, so I forgot I was wearing them during marathon ranked grinds. Battery life is actually insane. I charged them once in like 10 days of heavy use, and the sound has punchy bass with decent separation for hearing enemies, though the imaging is not the sharpest compared to the others here. Mic sounds natural, and the build feels tank tough. Wireless never dropped once. Would I buy it? Yes, because nothing else on this list even comes close on pure, no-fuss endurance, and it does not annoy me after owning it. Razer Kraken V4 Pro. The haptics are actually fun as hell in games with big impacts, and the soundstage feels wide with detailed footsteps once you tweak the EQ. But out of the box, the bass is bloated and muddies everything, while the highs get piercing during long sessions. Comfort is plush at first, but the weight in that base station setup make it feel like overkill. Battery is average, especially with features on, and the mic is okay, but nothing special. Build quality is premium though. Would I buy it? No, because it feels like a gimmicky, expensive toy next to the Corsair, which gives better overall audio without the hassle. Corsair Virtuoso Max. Graphene drivers deliver clean, detailed sound with excellent imaging for pinpointing steps, and the ANC is stupid strong at blocking distractions, while the battery lasts forever even with Bluetooth running alongside. Software lets you personalize everything, but it is a bit fiddly at times. Comfort is good for most, but the ear cups press a little firm on bigger heads after hours, and the build screams quality without feeling cheap. Mic is clear and reliable. Would I buy it? Yes, because it just works better than the rest for serious gaming, without any major headaches after a week of daily use. Asus ROG Delta 2. These sound detailed and punchy for FPS games with good bass response once tuned. Tri-mode connectivity is smooth for switching devices, and the battery holds up well if you kill the RGB. But the clamping is loose on my head, so they slide around during intense moments. Armory Crate is a buggy nightmare that crashes more than it helps, and after a week, the ear cup shape starts touching my ears, making them hot and annoying compared to the lighter HyperX. Mic is decent. Would I buy it? No, because it feels half-baked and overpriced when the HyperX and Corsair just sit better and perform without the software rage. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the gaming headset for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.